Hi everyone, it's Chenzo from Reality Art Pod, here to talk about The Challenge Season 39, Episode 20, Reunion Part 1. Last time on The Challenge, we saw the conclusion of the final where Berna didn't like that drink and Emmanuel became the new champion. Before I dive in, I put a link in the description so you can watch my entire season of recaps from The Challenge 39. If you like the content, consider subscribing. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers before my birthday in April. So let's do this. In 6 months of having this channel, I've never recapped a reunion, but this should be fun. I would consider this video more like bonus content for my channel. It's a little bit more informal. Firstly, I don't think there was a dress prompt, but Melissa and Big T are wearing tiaras, and Emmanuel is in full Prince Charming drag, and he looks so good. Go off, King. They all get seated. Olivia walks in, and Nerys is breaking down.
I really did care about my friendship with her.
So there's a lot of challengers here to reunite, including the mercenaries, who seem to be there as hecklers and commentators because the producers don't trust the main cast to deliver. Maria Menounos is hosting. I'm usually very critical of hosts, but she seems very informed and well-dressed. Quick updates are that Raven and Nerys have upgraded from rivals to friends, and Horacio and Berna can't be there because they're off filming other reality shows. We check in with Emmanuel, who says 250,000 makes him a Romanian millionaire, and Devin says he's the winner of the losers. Nerys accuses Emmanuel of cheating at Sudoku, and he owns it and laughs it off. Tori says there should be a girl and guy winner every season, and she deems Nerys a winner. I agree. This gets into some time wasting where they bring out a balance beam so that Corey can take a crack at it, and it's like 6 feet long. He runs across it in dress shoes and dives off. He kind of wipes out and maybe gets hurt. Then they do some trivia about the challenge, and clearly none of the challengers have watched any seasons of the challenge that they weren't on. You think Callum knows what the first season of the challenge was titled? Be for real. They dive into the Fantastic Four alliance, and Maria asks the champions how they feel about Jay and Michelle, with Devin saying Jay and Michelle basically played a fine game, which reinforces what I said previously, that I don't think they'll be targets on future seasons because of this, at least. Well, maybe Jay will be, but I think Michelle's good. Laurel is the only person that has an issue with them playing the game, but obviously Laurel just has an issue with Michelle.
You can try and rely on an alliance all you want. The bones of the challenge are you get thrown into an elimination, then you're going home.
I don't know what Laurel is going on here, because as long as she's been on the challenge, strategy has been an aspect, but everyone else defends Michelle. They touch on Raven saying Michelle and Callum were an odd pair, and Callum and Laurel randomly have an argument.
Shut the fuck up.
How do you know me?
We did a show together.
Who asked
you do
you?
this to multiple.
Somebody give her another wine,
chills,
please.
Laurel.
Callum says have another wine to Laurel, so is Laurel wasted here?
Honey, this guy not worth it.
Yeah, she's wasted here. Laurel is sitting on the couch like me, crying in the club at 3 a.m. Host Maria points out that the Fantastic Four alliance did nothing this season. Asif starts defending it, but Melissa chimes in to fight with Asif, and then Corey chimes in to yell at Melissa. Corey has got to stop targeting Melissa and Big T. It's a bad look. He's a bully. They get to a segment of chaos where they can answer fan questions or do a draw to not answer the question. Olivia goes to the draw and still has to answer the question and calls Asif thirsty. Big T shares that her family was supportive about her coming out episode. Corey gets emotional trying to apologize to Big T and Melissa, but it comes across as fake given that he was just screaming at them like 2 minutes before, and then he starts screaming and cursing at them again.
If you ever said somebody was harassing you, I would help you.
I've acknowledged that I have hurt your feelings, Big T. I did what the I wanted to do. Did I call you?
You shouldn't be standing up screaming at a woman like that.
I will yell if I want to.
They show a montage of Nerys and Horacio's relationship, and after it, Laurel looks visibly sickened. Horacio FaceTimes in from wherever the hell he is. Olivia and Nerys squabble, with Nerys saying that Olivia wasn't supportive of she and Horacio, as Horacio stares on awkwardly on Zoom. They bring up Horacio and Laurel's previous relationship, and he calls her a good friend, and there's this.
Buena suerte, también.
Then they get into the Horacio-Olivia situation, with her saying he didn't tell her he was going on the season and him saying he changed his mind last minute. Kyland approves of Horacio's alibi from the sidelines. Horacio says he still sees Olivia as a friend, and Olivia gets emotional and apologizes. They get to the Olivia-Nerys friendship, and apparently Anissa and Nerys' brother were hooking up, and Anissa is the one who told Nerys' brother that Olivia called Nerys broke. Olivia doesn't deny this, so at this point I think we can close the case that she did call her broke. Olivia apologizes twice, and Nerys says she can forgive Olivia, but she doesn't see them being friends again. They play more silly truth or truth games, and Colleen ends up calling Michelle desperate under her breath.
I think it was Michelle.
You called me the most desperate.
Oh, first of all,
Coming from you,
First,
I've been fine with you, so don't call me desperate.
I just asked Corey what desperate means.
Then Colleen says she just didn't know what desperate means, so that pop-off was all for nothing. They talk about Asif saying he was going to protect Melissa, and she says he used her child against her, which I do think is a bit dramatic. And then Kylant and Asif pop off, and this is literally the exact same fight from that episode happening all over again, where they're talking about mothers again. And the episode ends there in the middle of this argument. Overall, this episode was kind of crap. There were some small fights, but anytime they erupted, either Maria Menounos shut them down saying, we'll talk about that later, but then later never comes, or the one fight was a misunderstanding caused by a language barrier. I think this 90-minute episode could have been cut down to 60 minutes if they took out the little bachelorette party games that they played in between the real segments, and I'm excited to wrap this all up with Reunion Part 2 next week. It's been kind of a busy video week for me. I did a cast reaction for Challenge All-Stars 4. Also, we have the Traitors and the Survivor premiere, but I wanted to make sure to get this video done because I didn't want to let you guys down. Give me a like and subscribe if you liked the video. I'll be back next week. Until then, have a nice weekend. Bye!